Atlantia vivere. Look, Natalie, I'm going to break the silence, and I'm going to try to approach you. Yes, I have searched for your email address and phone number. I have found the phone number and the email address of Britney Spears. I know that she's Calypso, my muse of music and dance. She's a really good dancer and a very lovely girl. But you are Artemis. You are my sister, and I need you. We need to approach each other. We need to go both in Romania, in Bucegi, near the Sphinx, where you know that the old city lies. There, if we touch our fingers, then the energy of the white race and the red race, the Lemurians and the Atlanteans, shall come together. Because I have seen an asteroid destroying Earth, I have seen the moon falling onto the Earth, I have seen all the fucking shit. Doesn't matter. You should know that the Sphinx has a torch in its hand. That mountain is hollow, and it is protected by a shield. And under the shield there lies the ancient Atlantean city, the first Atlantean city on this planet. The Americans have dug up some holes in 2002 and 2003 and have discovered a giant room filled with skeletons of giants put on giant tables, and the DNA history of our planet engraved on those. Yes, I am the great god Apollo, master of philosophy and arts, also master of purity, diplomacy, politics, civilization and progress. I was not myself during the last days because I am in the 17th and last cycle of the Agartha testing. Let me tell you, and this is a very dangerous approach, because I'm trying to reach the unmanifested nature. Let me tell you briefly what those cycles are. We go from the creation of the universe to light beings, which are angels and demons in 4D. We go from the creation of light beings to the creation of minerals, the Urantia civilization, Chimera, blah blah blah, Talons. Then we go from Talons to Agartha and Shambhala, to bacteria of wine and beer, to unicellular beings. Then we go to the Akasha civilization of plants, and I have in my mind the Akashic records of Atlantis, the whole history of Atlantis. I am the praetor of the Great Council of Atlantis and president of Atlantis. Then we go from Akasha again to fish, which are the Lear and the Moor and the Sulca civilization, the dolphins, sharks and whales. Then we go the sixth cycle from fish, Lear, Moor, Sulca, to the dragons, reptiles. Then we go from the dragons to cats, horses and blah blah blah, the mammals. Then we go from mammals to humans, which is the Great Mu civilization. Then we go to Atlantia and Lemuria, which is like primitivism. Then we go to Dacia, which is like slave society. Then we go to the medieval society in which we live today, USSR versus USA. Then we go to the ethical age, consciousness age, spiritual light, created God, uncreated qualities, Holy Spirit, uncreated nature, and supreme divine unmanifested God. You have to remember that from a point onwards we are no longer talking about creation but about completion, about finalization. That is why 20 cycles of 37.72 days each make approximately 27.8 days each 760 days or something like that. because 2 times 20 is 40, and 800 minus 40 is 760. And yes, I am unshaved, I don't look very well, I have suffered a lot during the last 2 years. I have seen your black and white portraits. I also have or had 2 of those on my walls. They were made in 1999 and 2002 when I was on seaside at Costinești. Yes, I am living in Romania. Plus 40 or 0040 the international phone numbers. This is the elder civilization, the center of Atlantis, blah blah blah, Dacia, Hyperborea, Pelasgia, Romania, blah blah blah. I know that you are 1/4 Romanian. I know all this. I have noticed because I have seen your movie Leon that you were wearing an effigy of the sun, my effigy, at your neck, like Lilith or Aphrodite, the other great goddess, did when she was 20 years old. And this is a sign, yes, a sign of great goddesses. So these people want to know the true history of Atlantis. Well, now I have activated the clauses number 0, 1 and 2 because our galaxies have been overrun by Lemurians, because the Great Council no longer exists, because the Great Council is here on this planet. And I have activated all the Sequorans because I'm the falsi number 001, 0001. And I have recovered something, and yes, I have great confidence in that. I don't know how much this video is going to take. I am sorry, I'm a bit distracted. I am yelling at night because of the great suffering in the test of Agartha. I have stayed in the test of Agartha since 12th of January 2013. I have noticed 722 days, something like that. I have noticed that you are sad also. I have seen your pictures in Marie Claire, the magazine. You looked pretty sad and thin. The idea is we have failed our task. We, the gods, have failed our task. Now the demigods, Psyche and Calypso and Calliope and others are raising themselves to the, and Polus are raising themselves to the, and Eros, to the rank of gods. The gods are becoming great gods, and we, the great gods, are becoming supreme gods. And in order to become a supreme god, one must stay 6,000 days for the great god and 3,000 days for the great goddess in the divine mission. And I have begun my divine mission on 8th of July 1998, which means that 6,024 days have passed and 6,032 must pass, because there are 13 years, 26 months and 52 days, which means 13 years of 400 days each, or tunes, 26 months of 20 days each. First the ethical period, then the consciousness period, and the spiritual period of 52 days. 5,772 days in total. We add to this period of time 260 days, which is 13 winnows, or 13 periods of 20 days each, until the next successor is found. You. I need to meet you. I'm staying in Zorilor 43, apartment 5, RC4 400-335, Cluj-Napoca, Cluj, Romania. Yes. The block is with flats is RC4. Zorilor 43 is the number 5 is the apartment number. Yes. Cluj-Napoca, Cluj, Romania. Yes. And I'm out of money, yes, I'm out of many things. Out of health, out of luck. Not out of luck. And we have lost our faith. We, the great gods, no longer believe in ourselves. Calliope and Calypso and Psyche demand from me that I shall become myself again. In order to become myself again, the primary directive of our holy Atlantean people is to reveal all the truth. And there are many, many, many things to reveal, darling. And the Atlanteans, who are an ethical civilization, unlike the Lemurians, who are a consciousness civilization, like to know, demand to know, why they are suffering so much, why they haven't returned to the 4D continuum. There are 3 pockets, 2 of them which I have released. I have released the pocket of Atlanteans, and they are very grateful to me, in the Peștera Almiciului, the cave of Zalmoxe, which lies under the mountain whom I have spoke of, the Bucegi mountain. I have also released the 5D continuum, 7D continuums, the great pocket, you know, of that galactic gate on the top of the avoided hill, where, yes, the undead vampires and so on are gathering, between the mountain of man and the mountain Bucegi. I have also released, but not yet, I plan to release the 3rd pocket, which lies deep in the mountain, but in order to do this, I must, or you must, we both must cut the force field, which is preventing the Americans, because they have heart attacks and they are falling down. The first requirement is to be dressed completely in white. White shoes, white pants, white clothes, white everything. No jewelry, no nothing. Yes, you're dressing in red, you're with the Lemurians, I've noticed. And the great alliance between our people, between Atlantis and Lemuria, shall stop that asteroid. There is a great secret which I'm about to tell you. Only the head of the Sphinx and his left hand holding a torch is showing off, and when the sun is setting down, you can see a flame coming from the torch. That Sphinx from Bucegi is looking towards something which looks like the capital of a gate. And on that capital of the gate, there is a bas-relief, a representation of 4 people. 2 are happy, 2 are sad. They have 8 eyes. You have to press hardly those 8 eyes. Then you have to kick hardly with your foot or your hand at the base of that capital, and the shield will collapse. When the shield will collapse, the entire mountain will fall down on the Atlantean city. The Atlanteans are not going to be very happy about it, but they have personal shields, hopefully. And the mountain is very thin. It is a very thin plague. And Atlantean technology, yes. And you have to grab the stone so that you will not be crushed down. Yes, you're a dragon when you fall. And after that, you must descend on a spiral stairs down until you reach the city. In the city, you shall find the control panel, which looks like the Stargate control panels. It is very round with many symbols, for the moon star station. I believe that The Anunnaki are going to attack us soon. Our galactic fleet, our Atlantean Universal Fleet, is going to be with us on 25th of April 2015, this year. But I suspect that the Anunnaki are going to pay us a visit with their Nibiru planet in March or February, which will heavily destabilize this planet, which is my head, and create all sorts of waves. Billions of people will die. Maybe the moon will come crashing down, but in order to stop all this, we have to activate the moon station. The moon station has 3 shields. 2 shields protecting the station and 1 big shield protecting the planet, level 12, and 2 level 10 shields. There are 3 symbols. You have to press the big one and the 2 small ones near it. The symbols for activating the moon station form a square on that wheel, and they go counterclockwise. They are new 3 square and I don't remember what, beta or something like that, B. And you don't have to press the hand device, because if you press the hand device it will cause the auto-destruct of the station and debris will fall down on Earth. The Illuminati wanted for a long time to destroy the moon because it is causing the mareas. However, I know that I have planted this device in order to protect this planet. And so it begins. I don't know in what state. I don't know if I'm going to be alive. I have problems with my brain. I have problems with my spinal column, with my hand, with my leg, with my left knee, with my teeth. And yes, you are very lovely in your film, Leon. I love you very much. And the idea is that you are a very private person. Yes, I have seen you have 4 Facebook accounts or more, but I have only searched most obvious ones. So we must meet. If we do not meet, please come to me. If we do not meet, then things will get ugly. My email address are kaital_alcor@yahoo.com, apollo_lumina@yahoo.com, and ozymankos with the Y, with the Greek I, at yahoo.com. OZ Greek I MANKOS, Ozymankos. So at yahoo.com. And the history of Atlantis, I have tried to make the history of Atlantis many times before, and I have utterly failed, because in order to make the history of Atlantis you have to accept all the failures, and yes, you have to also accept the very discrete plant civilization. Maria Olaru, a gymnast from Romania, is from the plant, the Akasha civilization, and they only speak with the president of Atlantis, and since I'm the president of the Great Council of Atlantis, they speak with me. They will pour it into my head what I must do. Yes, I have the courage to say it. The infinite war between Atlantia and Lemuria, between the white race whose we are driven by water, the red rays are driven by fire, has destroyed our galaxies, and we can follow this path. On the other hand, the Anunnaki have spread along the galaxy, and they are more powerful than whatever. And unfortunately, unfortunately. They are going to come here. Now, even if the galactic fleet does not arrive, because you know they might be in the past, 4 billion years in the past, we have to remember to be us fully. And you know, it is an exercise of truth, an exercise in sincerity. I cannot lie, I can only tell now the truth. Guard yourself. I love you.